Jack in the box.
Yo, yo, welcome to another edition of Jack in the Box. I'm Jack, this is DB. This is where we go through these old storage boxes of vintage action figures. In our last episode, we opened this box and found a bunch of G.I. Joe action figures. It's G.I. Joe.
Wow.
Wow, look at all these action figures.
A bunch of them.
Tons of them. We're going to go back into the box now, continue with the next bag, open that bag, find out what's in the box.
And the bag.
I'm going to pull this next one out here on top. What's in the bag? In the bag. So we actually have a file card for this guy.
Okay.
I'll pop this over to DB. Who do we have?
This is a helicopter assault trooper, codename Airborne.
Airborne!
And looks like he's from Navajo Reservation, Arizona. So he's a Native American.
Native American action figure right there. That's Airborne. How awesome is that?
Cool. And he's got like a big parachute on his back. And does this come off his back here?
Yeah, that's just like a backpack that does come off. We can take that off really quick, kind of show you that.
Nice.
There's that.
Cool.
The backpack has like a little hole in there with this little peg that kind of like goes in.
Holds it in there.
Exactly.
Nice.
It has the helmet, has this rifle
with
as well.
With a bayonet on it. That's just really cool.
Really cool action figure right there.
Brown knee pads and stuff. It's just super cool looking action figure for sure.
You know, and I know he's from like the Navajo Reservation in Arizona. What is his real name? Does it have that on the file card?
His real name is Franklin E. Talltree.
Talltree right here. That's awesome.
Airborne infantryman and helicopter gunship gunner.
Really great detail on these action figures, and it's just amazing how they are able to have each one just look so different. With all the different articulation and everything. In 1983, these really were some of the best action figures out.
G.I. Joe Battle Bear, Joe and Cobra figures, each sold separately.
Really cool to have Airborne right out of the bag.
Wow, that is really cool. I like that action figure for sure.
Awesome action figure. Next in the bag here, this guy is kind of staring at me. I'm getting a pretty big glare coming from this guy. Let me pop this over to DB. Do you recognize this action figure?
I mean, this is Destro, and you can
Destro!
Like, look at that chrome dome that he's got. That is so, I mean, just very unique for any action figure to have like a face like that.
Right.
But super cool, very shiny. Like you said.
Look at the condition that he's in as well. I've seen a lot of these where the chrome is very chipped, or even like, the little medallion that he has in the middle of his chest there, that's all faded away.
Right.
I mean, this guy is just in excellent condition.
Yeah, I mean, there's no
Destro
scratches or anything. Like, his helmet is all there.
He's a terrifying enemy of G.I. Joe. Destro is his name. Destro.
He also came with this pistol that you can see here, kind of a bit of a dainty pistol for an arms dealer like Destro is, but that's the one that he went with. Interestingly enough, though, he did come with this backpack, and this backpack did open. It was almost like an interactive backpack, and he had other little tools and different supplies and stuff inside of the backpack. Cool. It just kind of shows that he has other arsenal.
It's part of it. Like, he's a weapons dealer. He's like, oh, check out what I got. Look at all these weapons I got in my case here.
Does it say his name or where Destro is from?
No,
Do we get any information about him?
Looks like just like the Cobra Commander, his file name is unknown. His birthplace is unknown. All we know is he's got a chrome dome, and he's a faceless power behind Mars, the military armaments research system, the largest manufacturer of state-of-the-art weaponry.
Interesting.
Yeah, super cool.
So that's Destro right there coming out of the bag. Next in the bag, I'm going to pop this guy out. We do have another file card with this guy. So awesome to be able to have these file cards after all these years. I never really read them as a kid, but it's interesting to look at them now. Do you recognize this action figure? Who do we have there, DB?
Well, it looks like we got Medic and codename Doc.
Doc!
Right here. Wow, this guy is super loose. Got to be very careful.
All right, so Doc, it looks like that's an original O-ring inside of Doc. That's why he is so loose.
Where do you see it?
I met a guy. I had no idea about the O-rings. I met a guy. His name was Marcus, and he introduced me to a lot of these different action figures and whatnot. And he was like, dude, you can fix your broken G.I. Joes. I was like, what do you mean fix them? They're in pieces.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, the medic needs a medic, for sure.
That's funny.
His real name is Carl W. Greer, and he graduated from Harvard and completed residency at Johns Hopkins, and he's from Concord, Massachusetts.
Oh, Concord, Massachusetts. Interesting. I think that's like where Revolutionary War, that was like a big battle up in Concord up there. Interesting.
Wow. Yes. Yeah, that's super cool. I like that.
And the shocker around the world was the start of the revolution.
Next out of the bag, we've got this guy kind of staring up at me here. I'll pull him out of the bag, pop this over to DB. Do you recognize this action figure?
Well, I'm not, you know.
This guy, they called him Gung Ho.
Really?
Right there.
Wow. I mean, he's got like a big like military tattoo, like a Marine Corps tattoo.
This
like,
guy
right
defines a Marine, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't have a file card for Gung Ho. He was like a Bayou type person. He always like kind of talked with like a Cajun accent.
Sort of like
Gung Ho!
Let her try. You might be surprised.
Really, you know, just a Marine through and through. Defines what the Marines are all about.
Wow.
Gung Ho right there.
Yeah, and he's also got like some other big pack on his back there.
Big backpack, and also he came with this weapon as well. I've got two of them. One is from the accessory pack, but this is the original weapon right here. It's some sort of like, you know, grenade launcher with a gun in it, maybe like a shotgun with a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Really cool action figure right there. Gung Ho.
And knowing is half the battle.
All right, so next out of the bag here, it looks like we're going with one of the enemies. Not necessarily a Cobra enemy. He's a mercenary. They call this guy Major Blood.
Major Blood.
Look at that guy right there.
Wow.
Awesome action figure, and what condition that he is in as well.
Yeah, that is really cool. I mean, he's got this sort of looks like a, I don't know, it's like a laser gun or like a harpoon. It's really interesting.
I think it is some sort of laser gun. I don't have a file card with this guy, but...
and he kind of has like a mechanical, it looks like a replacement arm.
It does. It almost looks like he has like the Winter Soldier arm or something going on right there.
Very Winter Soldier-esque. And then he's got like an eye patch. Like sort of like almost like a Fu Manchu like sort of mustache going on. And it looks like he's got like at least probably 6 dog tags around his neck. So it must be like people he's killed or something.
I think people he killed, people trophies. That exactly.
Yeah,
that he kind of takes their dog tags. I believe that's what that's from because he has so many. Why don't we put everybody on hold for just a moment? Find out some information about Major Blood. We'll be right back.
So Major Blood here, we looked him up, and this guy's real name is Sebastian Blood, and crikey, he's from Sydney, Australia, mate.
Interesting. I never knew that his last name was Blood, and there it is, Major Blood. I thought it was always like a code name.
I always thought like B-L-O-O-D, but it's like B-L-U-D-D.
That's the Blood.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's not even
Major
like
Blood.
but it's still a cool sounding name.
You learn plenty of new things right here on JAK in the Box. Major Blood. Absolutely.
From Sydney, Australia.
Next out of the bag, this guy is one of my favorite G.I. Joe action figures. I can't wait to show him over to DB. This guy's name, you got to be careful when you say his name. His name is Snowjob.
Oh boy. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Look how cool he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely geared up, ready for the Arctic conditions. I wonder what he does during the summertime, or if he's just only stationed in like the Arctic or where it's cold.
The one thing about Snowjob is he came with a ton of accessories. Not only did he come with this really cool rifle right here, but he also came with like these ski poles and skis, and then it all like kind of fit into his backpack.
Oh wow.
So when he was like, you know, just like kind of walking around or doing, you know, not skiing,
cool.
and then he can still hold the submachine gun, or he can even put the submachine kind of behind him there, and it kind of holds in the backpack there.
That's really neat.
Really cool action figure right here. Love Snowjob.
That is really cool.
Snowjob!
Find something that'll reach.
Could kind of put the skis on him for real and really kind of like do unique things with him out on the ski slopes. You know, I lived in Colorado at one point, and sometimes it snowed in Colorado, and Snowjob would be out there on the slopes doing his little wedge and pie right there.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Really cool action
Pizza and
figure.
French fry.
Pizza, French fry. Pizza, French fry. Is that from South Park?
Yeah, South Park.
So funny. Great reference.
You French fried when you were supposed to pizza.
French fry!
I like this.
Great action figure.
I mean, this would be super cool, and just like pose him in all the different positions with his gun, or put the skis in the backpack, like you said. So you said we don't have a file card for this one?
Don't have a file card for Snowjob. Why don't we put you back on hold for just a moment?
Sorry,
Let's look it
guys.
up, and we'll find out who Snowjob really is.
Be right back.
And knowing is half the battle.
So we looked up Snow Job, and he's an Arctic trooper. So I guess he's just only stationed up there. That was like my question was like, he must be always in the cold. And his name is Harlan Moore, and he's from Rutland, Vermont. But it gets pretty cold in Vermont.
Absolutely, and I think Rutland is part of the Appalachians in Vermont. He's used to the cold. He's used to the snow. It's Snow Job right there as I pull the next out of the bag. It's this guy right here. He's kind of looking up at me. But they call this guy Torpedo.
Torpedo, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Torpedo!
Keep cool! Use your head, don't lose it!
Yeah, this is cool. It looks like he's ready to scuba dive, and he's got like a big mask on, and looks like some sort of air tanks on the back with... this one's got a lot of stuff too. So you got like flippers here as well.
This is the accessory pack weapon. So you can see it's the same mold but a different color. But that's the original weapon there.
And you got these two like flippers that you could wear, and so you could be in the water. So
that's Torpedo there. Since we have the file card, what is Torpedo's actual name, and where is he from in the world?
Oh boy. Okay, so we got the SEAL, the sea, air, and land, codename Torpedo. His file name is Edward W. Lealoha.
Okay.
Right?
It sounds Hawaiian.
You gotta be Hawaiian. And of course, his birthplace is Aiea, Hawaii.
Oh, Aiea, Hawaii. Okay, so Aiea is actually, I know Aiea. That's basically where Pearl Harbor is on Oahu.
Wow, okay. I've never been.
Pearl Harbor is in the Aiea area of Oahu.
Wow, okay. So
interesting. He definitely grew up where Pearl Harbor is, so it definitely had some influence, some Navy influence. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Really cool action figure right there. Torpedo.
Nice.
Coming right out of the bag.
That's a really cool one.
Next in the bag, there's a lot in here. I'm just going to keep going.
Okay.
They called him Tripwire.
Oh, okay. So you just go around and he detect the mines.
He had this mine detector, exactly. Yeah. And he would go around and he would find the mines. And even on his backpack there... Exactly. Even on his backpack there, you can see that there's little mines on here, and these actually come out.
Oh, really?
There's 3 of them, and you can kind of like place mines around, or he can find the mines. You can see those are represented, those 3 mines that Tripwire came with.
That is really cool. And we don't have a file card.
Don't have a file card. Should we put you on hold for just one moment? And we'll look it up, and we'll find out where Tripwire is from.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
And we looked up Tripwire, and this guy's name is Tormod Skoog.
Okay.
And I would think with that name, he'd be from like Norway or something like that.
Scandinavian or something.
Yeah, definitely. Right. And he's actually from Hibbing, Minnesota.
Hibbing,
Tormod Skoog from Hibbing, Minnesota. They must have been running out of names.
Minnesota is a very, very small city. It's a little north of Duluth, Minnesota, which I've actually spent a little time in Duluth, Minnesota. I haven't been to Hibbing, but it's very close to the Canadian border up there. Awesome action figure. Next in the bag right here, I've got this guy kind of staring at me. Now, this is one of the vehicle drivers, and if I remember correctly, we actually had this vehicle came out on one of our episodes a long, long time ago. His tank! His tank!
That is so cool.
Oh, this
absolutely.
Was like the
and here is the driver now, exactly the HISS driver.
Wow.
Look at him.
Man, look at this guy. This is awesome. I mean, it's weird. He's got sort of like this bug eye helmet on, but yeah, this is super cool. And he's got definitely a really cool like Cobra logo in silver.
That
on the
logo is amazing on the middle of his chest right there. A really big Cobra logo. The bigger it is, the better condition that it's in.
Right.
That's a great example of the Cobra logo.
Yeah, that is really neat.
If you give me just a few seconds, I can actually run up to the box. I've got them all labeled now where the HISS is. Let me go grab my HISS and we'll reunite them really quick.
Oh, okay,
Give me one moment.
Yeah, let's do it.
You can see this little canopy kind of opens up here, and we've got the HISS.
Gotta put HISS driver into the HISS.
HISS driver right into the HISS.
It's right in there.
Reunited for the first time, I would say, in about 35 years. We've got
ready to go.
The Cobra HISS with his driver ready to go, as you said.
That's awesome.
Really cool to have these two back together.
Yeah.
He didn't come with any type of accessory because he was the driver. No weapon, no backpack, no nothing. He just came in the box with the HISS tank. Awesome to be able to have the HISS coming right out here. I'm just going to leave this guy right here, put the HISS here, and find out what's next in the box. I've got couple more here. This is another vehicle driver going back to the G.I. Joe side of things. They called this woman Cover Girl right here. Take a look at her.
That's funny, the cover girl.
She actually was a model at one point,
Oh, wow.
And that's why she kind of was quote-unquote cover girl. I don't have her file card, but she actually was the driver of a vehicle called the Wolverine. And the Wolverine was another vehicle that we pulled out earlier. This is so crazy here. Look at this, dude.
Oh my god.
It's a Wolverine.
A Wolverine.
I saw that she was going to be the next out of the bag. I actually went up when I got the hiss. I got my Wolverine as well.
Nice.
So here's the Wolverine.
So another
and
one
we've
together.
got Cover Girl again, together again for the first time in what is it, about 35 years. There she is again. We've got Cover Girl with her Wolverine.
That was awesome. Okay, so did she also like only come with the Wolverine?
I think she only came with the Wolverine. I don't think she ever came on an actual card back.
Huh, interesting. I wonder who she was or whatever. I mean, sure, they probably, like, you probably look her up because she's not like a Cobra.
Well, why don't we put everybody on hold for just a moment and we'll look her up and we'll check it out.
Yo, Joe!
All right, so we looked up the easy breezy beautiful cover girl here, and the Wolverine driver. Her real name is Courtney Krieger, and she's from Peoria, Illinois.
All right, I don't know exactly where Peoria is, but awesome to give a shout out to Peoria, Illinois. There,
maybe it's close to Chicago. I don't know. You can let us know in the comments down there, but. Now you're getting a shout out, probably a small town in Illinois, Peoria, Illinois. So
awesome.
If you're from Peoria, let us know.
Absolutely. Cover Girl with the Wolverine, 35 years, back together again. I've got last in the bag here. This is the last action figure. We've got a ton that came out of this bag.
Yeah, a ton.
But this guy is one that he was part of the G.I. Joe squad, and he was one of, like, I would say, one of the commanders in G.I. Joe. They call this guy Duke.
Duke, all right.
Yes.
I like this guy. Very classic American, blonde hair, G.I. Joe guy with, again, he's got a weapon.
Everybody out on the double!
Well, he also came with a bunch
there.
of accessories. So not only did he come with this really cool backpack here, also a helmet.
Looks
and
again
also,
like a parachute thing, like the like we have
like Airborne.
Airborne,
yeah, a little bit
definitely.
like a very similar backpack, almost identical backpack to Airborne. You're absolutely right. Also came with this kind of machine gun, submachine gun type
That's
thing.
cool.
Amazing detail that they've done with the G.I. Joe action figures. The other thing that Duke came with is he came with these binoculars as well. Because he was more of like the field general, kind of a commander, controlling the action.
Yeah.
But that's Duke. We have Duke's file card. Can we find out exactly more about Duke? What's his real name? Where's Duke from?
So Duke, his file name is Conrad S. Hauser, and he is from St. Louis, Missouri.
St.
I've been to St. Louis, Missouri
All right,
before.
awesome.
This is
Cool
awesome.
to get a shout out to St. Louis out there. Welcome to Jack in the Box, St. Louis, Missouri. And you can see up at the top here, he was also the first sergeant.
Yeah, first sergeant, and he was an airborne infantry.
It looks like we showed up just in time.
Duke coming right out of the bag.
Super cool. We got all these G.I. Joe here.
Just another amazing bag right here. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Jack in the Box. We've got Gung Ho, we've got Airborne, we have Destro, we have Major Blood, we have Doc, we have Torpedo, we have Snowjob, we have the Hiss Driver.
Crazy.
Duke, as you mentioned.
Cover Girl. Easy
Cover
breezy.
Girl.
Don't forget about the model.
Amazing action figures right here. We've got them
So
all.
many.
So many more to come as well. Go ahead and hit that
Tons more.
subscribe button. You'll see all our other episodes pop right up.
Like us, tell us what your favorite, your best in the box is. Again, hard to even pick a favorite, but if you have one, let us know down there in the comments.
Do all the little things that they ask you to do on YouTube.
Please, help
us spread the fun. I do want to give a quick shout out. DB got a shout out in one of the Book of Boba Fett episodes.
Gonk droid they use to power the ship is marked with Aurebesh letters DB.
So thank you, Dave and John, for that shout out. We love giving shout outs. This shout out goes to a guy named Jay at a Facebook group called G.I. Joe Toys. It's kind of like My Toys, but it's Toys. Go check out Jay and his group over there. You can find a bunch of accessories. You can find a bunch of action figures. Anything G.I. Joe related, it's going to be on Toys. Check them out. But for now, I'm Jack. This is DB.
Real American hero. We did it.
Jack in the Box.
Subscribe and tell us who your favorite character is. Spreading fun through action figures. JAK in the Box.
G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.